Hey, Dennis. Unlucky, buddy. I'm waiting for this Spotify to make new highs or get out a break even on this portion. $157 is my average entry now. 160 would be nice. Spotify. Hey Vol, hope you're well, buddy. We're at 150, over 159 now. The spreads on this are wicked, by the way, so just putting that in mind. At the moment, the spreads are 120, $1.20, $1.10, $1.20. But it's Spotify. You know, the spreads aren't usually that much. Hey, Alistair, how you doing? Oh, I'm always looking good. What are you trying to say? I'm a handsome bugger, I am. I might be the fat guy on the internet, but I'm a good-looking fat guy. I'm a chunk of a dude, you know? Real man. None of this skinny, washboard ab, wave type that need a good feed type man, you know? Real man with a bit of a, you know, bit of a spread on him. Real men have a bit of a spread. That's all I'm saying on that subject. I'm just in Spotify here. maybe, Alistair. I'm not. There's good earnings today as well. So we've got earnings pre-market. I'm trading one of them right now. We've got earnings after hours as well. We've got Snapchat, Microsoft, Visa, Google. You know, it's big earnings day today, guys. I did catch Bayer. I called it out in the Discord. So I caught Bayer this morning. I managed to get 4K out of it. Bayer was a good move. I mean, I managed to get $1.50 move out of it, and then it moved up twice. So caught part of the initial move, and then when it retraced, I got the rest. Good dollar on the second move. Probably 50 cents of the first move. So absolutely, Alistair. Yeah, air reminded me very much of HKD yesterday. I looked at it after. I didn't watch it at the time, but it went up to you know, $500. It was like low volume, huge spread, from $23 to $500. I was like, this is reminiscent of HKD back in the summer of last year. Absolutely, Dennis. Spotify just dropped their earnings this morning. I was actually waiting for them to drop their earnings. Morning, Neith. How you doing? I did no. That wasn't gambling on air. It was a monumental day. It was good day for me yesterday. Got out of drawdown for the first, well, yeah, stayed out of drawdown. I think is probably the most important thing here. Got out of drawdown on the month, but also got back above that 7-figure number for the year. So back over $1 million for the year net, that is, after fees and charges. So I thought I'm not risking that for a gamble, which is essentially what trading air would have been yesterday. AIRE just was gamble stock. You take a position, and just the spread and the slippage that you're going to get if you try and get out, you're never going to get a full move with that one because of the spread. But the slippage could always cause a bit of a problem. But look, we've started this today off. Good earnings day today. There's a lot of earnings taking place today. Traded Bay just after 7. Announced the cancellation of a public offering and shot up from $4 all the way up to over 6, like 6.20 or something. Hey, Alberto. No chat on the old TikTok. Say hello on TikTok if you're on TikTok. There we go. Nice little pop. I'll hold on to this. I don't mind holding on to this. 500 shares. We've got $3 on this at the moment. Gets over the sets a new high of day. I might actually scale back in, or I might just leave it here. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe 100 shares or 200 shares wouldn't have been too bad, but like it was just too much. I mean, risking it, taking 100 shares at $24 or whatever might have been okay. Risking 2K on it. Worst case scenario, it goes to 0. It's unlikely, but if you're taking 100 shares, it moved up what, over $400. So you could have made 40 grand on that. No. $4 grand, whatever. Yeah, $200 spread at one stage. It was just ridiculous. I saw that myself. Like, what are you even playing out there? How'd you get out? How'd you get in? How'd you get out? Where'd you trade? How do you trade something like that? It's shocking. I mean, I know I'm a degenerate, but I admit to the degenerate mentality that I sometimes have, but I don't, I don't do it willy-nilly. See, there's usually a calculated risk I enable that mentality with, and certainly, yesterday was not something that I was prepared to. I mean, it's currently over $500. So 406 is the last is the price of it at the moment. $24 to $500. I mean, come on. We coming back down here on this one. I'll get out. I think if I break 160, I'll get out. Back under 160, I'll take this. Back under 160. Well, do you know if what stock are we talking about? We're talking about an AIRE IPO from yesterday, Vol. It was just mental. It went from like 24 bucks to over 500 intraday. I'll show you the action, because a lot of it was because of the spreads. Nobody was trading it. You got blanks, like the bid and the ask, but there's nobody actually trading it. So you got so many blanks during the regular sessions. You virtually don't get, particularly on an IPO, you don't get blanks on the first day of an IPO. It doesn't happen. You were all right to miss it, Vol. You didn't miss much. I mean, it was interesting to watch because of just ridiculous move, but intraday. But you were never going to trade if you. The only people that trade something like that are the people who are gambling. You know, the Wall Street bet ape crowd who are gambling. It's YOLO pump. That's all it is, YOLO pump. And more of, I said, the majority of people that YOLO pumped into that got liquidated. Even though it moved up, went from 20 odd cents to 20 odd dollars up to $500 plus. I think people would have been liquidated anyway because just the whippy spreads on it. Anybody on TikTok? Why am I not? I don't know why I'm not seeing TikTok chat. There's people chatting on TikTok. I can't see. I can see the TikTok, but I can't see any chat. So if you're chatting on TikTok and I don't see you, I don't answer your questions, I apologise. I'm not seeing any chat coming up. And the missus has got my phone, so I can't log in as an alternate user to see it. So you can always jump across onto Twitch or YouTube or ShareVision or Rumble or wherever. Twitch or YouTube, I would recommend. YouTube preferably. Was it a day trade there, Walk With Me? Straight away, you've broken the rules because you opened a day trade and you've swung it overnight. You've held it overnight. But right away, Walk With Me, you broke the rules of day trading. You never convert a day trade into, it doesn't matter how far down you are on the trade. If you're not, what was your plan before getting into the trade? That's the first question. And why have you deviated from that plan? Because, 25% down pretty much wasn't your plan, was it? So did you have a 25% stop loss in your head? No. So first and foremost, you deviated from your plan. Secondly, you've turned a day trade into a swing trade. No. Cardinal sin. Don't ever do that. It's okay to close a swing trade early, thus it becoming a day trade, but never hold a day trade overnight. Never hold a day trade. If it's a day trade you're taking, close it before the close. Or close it if you've got after hours trading, close it after hours, but never hold it overnight. So there you go. INM, I called that out. I've got it, as you can see, it's on one of the small charts. We've got INM down here. We've got Bayer, which is the first one I traded today. Lion did spot up. We've got Spotify on the main chart. I've got little bits from my dinner coming out of my teeth. That's gross, but there you go. But yeah, Walk With Me. If you didn't intend to be 25% down, you shouldn't be in the trade. Simple as. So holding it and hoping, hold and hope is not a strategy. I've done it myself. Don't get me wrong. Everybody does it, but it's not a strategy. Nobody will give you the advice to carry on holding it. It will come back because the likelihood of it is that it won't. INM, do you think it's done? I'm not sure, buddy. It's a good catalyst. But it's just, it needed to consolidate. It's consolidating up there at kind of 160. I mean, this is it's moved up from like just under 60 cents. So the INM, we're not going to drop $3 in a couple of seconds. So INM, it's consolidating up here at $1.60, kind of rejected at the $0.75 area. So high of day 173, so 175 is the $0.75 area. Finding support at the $0.50 area. Was extended. If you look at it on the 5-minute chart, very extended. So it needed to consolidate. What you want to see, it's not retracing though, it is just consolidating. So if it then makes another assault on the $0.75 area, it might go again. I wouldn't say it's done just yet. I'd wait for it to break out of structure. It's still in structure, so I wouldn't say it's done just yet. I did call it 160 as my below 160, and I'm getting out of Spotify. No worries, Jace. No worries. I would never, not just now, Neith, not just now. I would never swing trade small caps, low cap, low float stocks. They're not good for swing trades because they don't trend. You need stocks that trend. To swing trade, you need stocks that follow a trend. And what happens with small stocks is they're heavily manipulatable. So what will happen is they'll have a good day based on a news catalyst, and then the next day they'll just sell off. So they won't have that continuation. That's a common thing with small caps and low cap stocks. Don't swing trade. Day trade them, don't swing trade them. Mid and high cap stocks you can swing trade. Spotify is a decent one for swing trading. Shopify, Spotify, Snapchat, mid cap stocks like that. They might be lower price, but high capital market or market capitalization. Capital market. You can tell I'm getting tired. High market capitalization because they've got a huge float. Larger float, larger market cap stocks are better. They're more likely to follow a trend once they enter into it. They're more likely to continue a trend for swing trading. So you see the technical breakout pattern is more likely to follow through in the long term. Cheers, Mike. Yeah, Morg. I'm just waiting for the Spotify to break under, pull back under 160, and I'll cut this trade. In fact, I might just cut it now. I'm waiting for a bit of movement, one way or the other. I have both up a good amount, like 14-15% today. Right platforms and Marathon Digital. In fact, they're the third and fourth biggest gappers on the day over $2 today. It's Cal. And the reason for that is Bitcoin finally broke over that $32 cap, 32K cap. So Bitcoin is up now. Bitcoin broke that, I think, over 34. I think it went up to over 34K. So right at Marathon Digital and Right Blockchain are up with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has a volatile day, they tend to follow. Yeah, let's get that like count up. Let's not forget, don't forget to press the thumbs up button, guys. Appreciate you doing that for me. Just wanted to lock in some of that there. Let's have a quick look at Marathon and Riot and so Riot blockchain up quite a bit today. Riot platforms rather. What's going on with my feed? It's very slow to load. So Riot blockchain is up currently 14%. Not a huge range, so 5 cents on the range, but it's having a good day. Marathon Digital, same situation, and this is because Bitcoin has moved up very helpfully. But I think personally, I don't think it's going to continue up myself. It's based on this spot ETF positivity. I personally, I could be wrong, but I don't think Bitcoin is going to get an ETF this side of Christmas. I could be wrong. There's too much shenanigans with the SBF court case and the court case for Binance and the rest of the legal shenanigans. Yeah, massive flow, but like I said, they moved with Bitcoin. Hey, Fart. Good afternoon to you. You didn't want to get in though, Fart. Did you see the spreads? Spreads were like $200 at one stage. So you didn't want to get in on. As soon as I get out of this, as soon as I close this Spotify trade. I'll show you what I'm talking about. What was the low of that last candle? I forgot. 162. So that's my exit now. 162 is my exit. Below 162. Hey Eunice, how you doing, buddy? Spotify might be good for a short today, actually, because the earnings weren't great. INM's actually looking decent. This downwards channel usually breaks upwards. INM, it's at 157 right now, but it's looking. I thought it's looking bullish. Me. I'm just getting out of this. Let's have a look at Riot and Mara. So Riot blocks. I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at Air. So this is Air, and this was the action yesterday. So what I mean, this was the action yesterday. It launched here at $23. It opened at $23, $23.01. We had 100 shares traded. Big halt. So that was at 10:47. Then after 12 o'clock, it went live again at $46. Went up to a high of, well, actually didn't go up to a high of 40. That was the spread. It was a dollar spread on that one. Then it was like a $4 spread. So we had 700 shares traded there. But as I said, halted again. 5-minute halt. Look, no, 7-minute halt or whatever it was. Then there was another 25-minute halt. Yeah, 25 minutes. So it's just it kept halted. Then it halted again. there was just no volume. Look at this volume. It's none of these. Tell a lie. We had one volume candle here above 1,000. Oh, two. Yeah, two volume candles above 1,000 shares, but it went all the way up to $575, and that was on 200 shares. Nobody traded this of any kind of volume at all yesterday. Total volume across the whole day was 32,000 shares. It's an IPO, for crying out loud. No way is that IPO closed, because 32,000 shares across the whole day. No way is that IPO closed. So that was air. Just nobody traded it, and it went up to nearly $600, $575, and then came back down just on no volume either. Just mad. Yes, it can be around earnings. You don't get the problem with trading large caps like Spotify, for example, is that there is no volatility, the lack of volatility. So the range that you normally get intraday is a lot. Look at this on the 60-minute, for example. Okay, look at how volatile it is today versus what it was yesterday, versus the day before, versus. The volatility comes around earnings. You get big volatility around earnings. Now, I think it probably peaked out here for now. Maybe at the open we'll get another little spurt. Maybe get another $3 or $4. But the problem with it is, and you have to use max leverage on something like this as well. So you either have a large account or get leveraged up on it. But you can make money on larger cap stocks. The advantage of going larger cap is that. Well, two things. If you're trading larger cap stocks and you want to swing trade around earnings, it's not bad to do that, but do it with options. And that way you can take a strangle or a straddle option strategy before earnings comes out, and then you should be in the money one way or the other. It does limit your earnings potential if you just go YOLO pump one way or the other. But if if you're confident enough that you think that actually one particular stock's got it's going to have good earnings, then you'll go long on it, or a stock's going to have bad earnings, so you go short on it, which is one way or the other. But with larger cap stocks, with a small account, I would say do it with options because you get better leverage. And less risk, because you can still sell the contract after the earnings have come out for a loss. I don't know what happened to the chat. Got disconnected, but look, we're okay now. Morning, Robin. Welcome back. It's all about strategy, and trading large caps. You really want it either on a good day when the market's trending, and the market's up at the moment. The market is moving well, so it's 2/3%, almost 2/3% up. Is the S&P 500. It was moving sideways, but it's not exactly moving a lot, but it's moving sideways. What's going on with my... That's okay. Hey, Ricky. Can't. Yeah, no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's. If you look at this, I wouldn't say it's gapped up from yesterday. It's moved up. So this is the market, and this is where it opened this morning. So yesterday, today. There's no gap. It pulled back down a little bit. and then moved up. So it's actually traded its way up. The S&P 500 this morning has traded its way up, and we'll probably have a bullish day into tomorrow. The reason I'm saying that is we've got some big companies that really will affect the S&P 500 tonight, and will probably drag other companies and other prices up or down with them. The likes of Microsoft, the likes of Visa, Alphabet, also known as Google. And Google has two big two tickers. So GOOG is Google and GOOGL is Google. So we've got two of those. There's quite a lot of big names have got earnings today, actually. So I traded Spotify this morning, and Spotify aren't the only ones with earnings this morning. So if we put it, who else has got earnings this morning, for example? Well, we've got, let me just read off just a few of them. We've got Fiserv have got earnings. We've got Verizon, the communications giant. That's got earnings this morning, pre-market. Simply Good Foods, Coca-Cola, KO being the symbol for Coca-Cola. Invesco, they've got earnings this morning. We've got Halliburton, making a lot of profits while there's people buying tanks and bombs and guns at the moment. 3M, they've got earnings this morning before the market opened. General Motors, they've got an earnings print. Xerox as well. I've actually done Spotify. PacWest was a big mover earlier in the year when the regional banks were collapsing. They've got earnings this morning. We've also got the Dow Jones, the market, the Dow market. They've got their earnings this morning as well. General Electric, GE, is the ticker. What else? Barclays, Novartis. What else? This morning we've got it's a big earnings day today. Independent Bank, Franklin Electric, HCA Healthcare. There's huge. That's just this morning pre-market. So let's have a quick look at GE. What's GE doing? And this is why the overall market will be moving. So GE gapped up. Might not have dropped their earnings yet, probably will have, but so they're up quite a bit as well. 5% for a $100 stock is a lot. $5. Then after hours, let's have a look at Coca-Cola, because I'm in on Pepsi, and it was a tough when I took Pepsi. It was a tough up between Pepsi and Coke, and because Pepsi's like $160 a share at the moment. Coca-Cola's a third of that, so I'm probably in the right one. So Coca-Cola's moved up on earnings, so it's currently nearly 3% up on the day on earnings. So that's Coca-Cola this morning. After hours, we're going to have Snapchat. We're going to have F5, former partner and customer of mine. But Texas Instruments. We've got who else? Microsoft, I've already mentioned. Visa, Google, all the after hours this evening. Who else? We've got Encore Wire, First Commonwealth Bank. We've got, who else have we got this evening? Premier Financial. There's quite a few banks. Teladoc Health, TDoc, quite a few banks. Vista Energy. Rush Enterprises, Trustmark. So there's quite a lot of earnings this evening. Quite a lot of earnings. All right. Lian Bio popped up. I called this out earlier. Popped up, but we're also getting MAAI. What's going on here? So MAI is just consolidating sideways. It is up today, but it's consolidating sideways far. So, yeah. Have I lost the chat again? Have I lost? Am I still live here, or have I lost the chat? Super laggy. Yeah. Okay. Is it still on live on YouTube there as well? There, Alistair. I thought I'd lost it. All right. Okay. So yeah, we've got a bit of a lag there. So I think I fixed it. Yo, hey Rob. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know, Rob, Jason, Ian. Good stuff. Thanks. So I thought I'd lost the stream, but yeah, I just switched VPN geographies. So hopefully that'll probably something to do with the VPN server. So I'll just switch servers, and hopefully that will be my lags done, because we're up. Oh, I didn't realise. I knew it didn't register that I was over 10k on the day already. So happy days. I'm in a good mood. Why am I in a good mood today? I really am in a good mood. Well, MAIA, it gapped up there, first thing, 8 o'clock, an hour ago. It's just consolidating sideways, chop, 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 chop sideways now. So I wouldn't touch it right now. INM, it's retracing, but it's a steady retrace. It's holding most of its gains, so it's still 150% up on the day. Good catalyst, it's fairly thickly traded. Can it come back? It can, but we just got the death cross there between the 9 and the 20, so I wouldn't hold up much hope. So what's known as the death cross is when the 9 is above the 20, and then it crosses to go below the 20. That's the point where they call it the death cross. That's when it's decided to go south. And that could be a good indicator to watch. But I personally like to see the V up as it's going horizontal. It means it's lost that upwards momentum. So you really want to see the 9 cross back above what's known as the golden cross back above the 20 and go above it for this to be considered bullish again. Yeah, let's get that like count up, guys. We're nearly there. Only 13 more. We've only got 23 minutes left to go before the market opens. I can afford to be a bit more selective today on my trading after the market opens. There is low price stock alert. One low price stock moving up really quickly, or was moving up really quickly, which is Qantas. Qantas could be the airline, so Qantas. So this is currently up 19%, 15% now, so it's pulled back. So maybe pop and drop. So yeah, low price stock alert. This is one of the reasons I don't like trading at this level. I don't know I'm not even going to bother looking at the catalyst, because now it's back under 10% up. So pop and drop. Two biggest gappers at the moment. Lian Bio and Bridget Aerospace. Marathon Digital's up there. Riot not far behind. Clean Spark's up there. Not a great volume though, Clean Spark, but it has had a couple of good days. Clean Spark. Not a great volume. The range is absolutely tosh. It's less than a penny on the range. So not something I'm interested in trading, but look, Whites. Yeah, I had a good day yesterday and gapped up again this morning slightly. 470 is the low, but that's pretty much where it was the high of post-market yesterday. It's actually moved up a little bit higher, 20 cents range from the lows to the high. Will it go again? I'm not for sure. Range ain't great right now, but it's had a good couple of days. Spotify. So Spotify just moving sideways now. As tends to happen with good earnings, they'll reach the peak and then they'll just consolidate sideways till they open, and then you'll either get the profit takers or the formulars driving to either higher or lower. So that's what morning earnings tends to do. It's a typical morning earnings pattern. They move up on good earnings and then they just consolidation sideways. Yeah, let's 10 more likes. If you're watching the stream, there's 35, 36 of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button. So hit the thumbs up button. It's not. You don't have to think about it. It's not like the old YouTube ratings where you had to rate me from 1 to 5 on a star system. It's just smash the thumbs up button. Come on, get it done now. I need more drink. I need some more. Thirsty today. Hey Tank, how you doing, buddy? Bayer, the volume's dropped out of Bayer. So I&M, what did I say about potential move back up? That 5-minute parallel channel was the 5-minute channel downwards, kind of a bullish channel. They're breaking upwards. They tend to lower highs, lower lows, tends to break upwards. Lower highs kind of into a flat bottom, that breaks downwards. Four more. Well, if for those of you that didn't trust I&M, it's do you know what, Alistair? 2 sessions since I got here, I've not really been into it. So I've done it twice since I've been here. To be fair, I've kind of had a busy weekend, so I'll get round to it. I have my stuff. I have my gear. I've just not got round to it. Busy doing other things. Spotify testing the highs as well. I&M there. Let's have a look at Spotify. Oh, so Quintus launching mobile app service with a 4 million distribution agreement. No, dude, don't do that. I feel you. I really do. I agree with the sentiment, but it's a bad sentiment to have because, trust me, I've tried it. All I'm saying is don't drink and trade. Do not drink and trade. It's a bad combination. The last time I did that, I lost over 20k. So don't drink and trade. It's a bad combination. Just a beer, maybe, yeah, no problem. One beer, but one leads to another, and then you have a bad trade, and you go, you neck the beer, and then before you know it, your judgment's impaired. So get green, stay green, get to goal, get out, but also don't drink and trade. So Spotify topping out at 130 and 50 cents, so 163 and 50 cents, 130. 163 and 50 cents there. That's the pre-market high as it stands right now. We've got 15 minutes before the market opens. Yeah, it was an interesting evening for you guys to watch, Alistair. But you know what? As much as it pained and hurt my account and my wallet, I actually enjoyed the evening. It was good fun. It's on a T-shirt. Check out the links in the in the description there, dude. Got an Etsy store with that on a T-shirt. Don't worry, or a sweatshirt, or a hoodie, or a coffee cup, or a chiller mug. You know, so. Power hours on the red wine were not brilliant, Ian. Fun, but not brilliant. That's what I've got. It says don't drink and trade. It is there right for you on a wine cooler. So INM just broke new high of day. So it retested that 175. Probably will do again before the market opens. And you know, it's funny you should say that, Invest Addict, because my fiance insists that we have at least one night on the wine. Because I can drink beer and it doesn't touch me. I can drink beer and it doesn't affect me at all. But she likes how I get when I've had a few good glasses of good red wine. Once I get married, there's different types. You know how alcohol affects you in different ways depending on what kind of alcohol it is. Well, I get very kind of affectionate and loving when I'm on the red wine. So she likes that. I'm glad I don't drink brandy around her because I'm drinking brandy. For me, it's a Christmas drink, but if I have too much of it, that's when I get aggressive. So I try not to drink brandy or whiskey for that matter. Too much brandy or whiskey, and I tend to get a bit aggressive, and that's not a nice tonic. Yeah, that was a nice pop on Spotify. I'm going to leave Spotify alone now, but that was a lovely $3 pop. And the spreads have narrowed quite considerably since I was trading it. They're only 40 cents now. New high day on Spotify. Methanol, white spirit paint stripper, Rob. That's what the tramps where I grew up used to drink. White spirit. So Spotify pulling back, INM going for a new high of day. InMed Pharmaceutical, New high of day. It is the top mover on the day today. Nearly 190% up on the day. It is the top mover, and the reason it's moving is that their drug has demonstrated unique pharmacological effects in Alzheimer's disease in preclinical proof of concept studies. So it's clinical trial results or studies with good results. So that's Alzheimer's, as we know, it's terrible disease, terrible affliction. So whenever there's a good catalyst for Alzheimer's treatment, it tends to be well received. Same thing with cancer treatment, tends to be well received. I mean, one of the things that we saw a lot of was COVID vaccine catalysts over the last couple of years during the height of the pandemic. Any pharmaceutical manufacturer or bioscience company that had a good catalyst to do with COVID, you see the stock price double or triple, or even more so. That happened quite a lot. So it does happen. Hey, cast. All right, we've got 10 minutes, so just bear with me one moment. I need to top up on the old drink. Okay. Welcome back, Tony. Well, I say welcome back, Tony, but I've only got 50 likes, so... what free scanners do you guys use? I don't use free scanners, Solar, but you can check out Benzinga for free, 14 days for free. Who the hell is Tom, Solar? Go check out, there's a link in the description for Benzinga. Check it out for free. It's probably one of the better scanners out there, but one of the better platforms for finding stocks to trade. I have now, Alistair. Cheers. So went out today with the family, and a little 2-year-old. When we got back, while we were out, we went shopping, and I got some bits and pieces. Amongst that was kind of squirty cream. So my 2-year-old, as of today, never didn't know what squirty cream was, and I got it on purpose because we got her a milkshake, and strawberry milkshake, and I put some squirty cream on top, and she called it cake. Okay, so I got kind of squirty cream. So she just, as of today, discovered the joys of squirty cream. I got the can and got her to open her mouth and squirted some directly into her mouth. So after that was gone, she said, more, so cute. The joys of squirty cream. Well, I'm not the best. I wouldn't say I'm the best one, Alistair. Top 3 for sure. I wouldn't say I'm the best. Right, we've got 6.5 minutes till the market opens, guys. Tempest is topping the momentum scanners, and I'm not trading it. Okay. Unless it goes absolutely parabolic, I ain't trading Tempest today. Absolutely solar. It's hilarious. Like it's like living with a 2.5-foot clown. You can try and pin these scanners. They're all right. Yahoo Finance, and you get what you pay for with scanners, but there's a few that are okay. Give you enough information to make decisions. But I would say Benzinga was a game changer for me. Benzinga and Dash Trader Pro. So the trading platform and the information to enable it. So Benzinga and Dash Trader Pro. Putting those two together, that was me turning the corner right there. That was a big part of me becoming profitable. Yeah, no problem with that, Alistair. None at all. Just leave them to it. I've got a property company over there that takes care of that anyway there, Alistair, so. Oh, I sold that. Sold that before I came out here, Flipjug. Sold that about 2 weeks before I came out. I think I mentioned it that I was out and about and I was using public transport, and I've not used public transport for years. I got on the train. It was like being in a foreign country on its own. So yeah, don't have to do that now. No, absolutely all day. But like I say, you get what you pay for. There's nothing free in this world. If you're getting something for free, it's because you're the product. That's what they say, and it's pretty true. So no such thing as a free lunch. INM, so InMed Pharmaceutical. Hut moving up with Marathon Digital and blockchain. Hut 8 Mining, which is another Bitcoin mining stock. So with the price of Bitcoin going up, all these Bitcoin miners and associated stocks will move with it. No, you don't, dude. You're the product. Like I say, if ever you get your mom's love for free, no, that's because you are the product. You're the product of her love. There you go. Getting a bit deep there. No, I don't like that. That's a bit too deep for me. Well, this evening there's going to be some good. It's probably going to be a good earnings drop. You're going to find at least one good mover this evening. So if you've got after hours trading permissions, don't forget that we've got Snapchat. Snapchat's got earnings this evening. Microsoft has earnings this evening. We've got Visa has got earnings this evening. We've got Google. Two different tickers on Google. We've got Goog, G-O-O, Google is Alphabet, by the way, also known as Google. G-O-O-G and G-O-O-G-L, both are Google or Alphabet, and both have earnings this evening because it's the same company. Teladoc Health has also got earnings, so all worth watching out for this evening after hours for some significant moves. Okay. Yeah, Dash Trader, absolutely. It's a Dash Trader for the trading platform, and Benzinga for scanning the market. LiPo making another move. I don't know whether it's on decent volume or not. I think it's probably on low volume. Yeah, it's not great volume. But Lapella Pharmaceutical, it's had a couple of good days last week. Good sell-off days since Friday. It's a big day up pre-market on Friday, and then sold off. Had a couple of good days before that, but a big day up on Friday, and then yesterday was actually a green day, even though it gapped down. So today it looks like it's gapping up. No, it's slightly down. We'll see. But the catalyst was last week, so this is all about continuation from last week. There we go. I'll change the scanners over to the regular session, and away we go. I'm in a good mood today. Why am I in a good mood? It's not like me to be in a good mood. I'm a grumpy old git at the best of times. Can I stream for after hours? Oh, it depends. It's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning for me, Daniel. You know, you got to remember that. Spotify. Pre-market high 165. Current high of day 165. It's just popped above it. Oh wow. Missed it. Ah, that's way too much. Spotify, I missed that one. Yeah, INM halted to the upside. That was a massive move on Spotify. That was what, 163, down to 163 and then up to 170, $9. I hope someone managed to get that. $9 at the open. Opening candle. Range of $9. Wow. I didn't get any of it. Did you catch that, Alistair? Spreads on Spotify. Ooh, $1.20. Oh, 50 cents. Yeah, $1.20. Spreads on Spotify, $1.20 at the moment. What else is moving? Someone's all smiles. Okay. Okay. I'll see you later. See you later, Jimmy. Yeah? Nice one. Good stuff by the dip. So Spotify, $9 rip up. That would have been a quick scalp for somebody. I missed it. S&P 500 moving up. My break this pre-market high. It's already 2/3% up almost on the day. 0.65%. So if it breaks the pre-market high, 2/3%. And we're getting a little bit of a bounce, much needed bounce there on the S&P 500. Absolutely, Robert. If you're looking for, if you're going to trade these sub $2 stocks, 10 cents is ambitious. you're not going to get much more than 10 cents out of any single move. So be happy to take 10 cents, 10 to 12 cents at any one time. Taking 5 cents on a $2 stock, taking 5 cents is realistic. You know, take profits at 5 cents. Ideally look for more. My goodness, the S&P 500 is popping like a balloon. Look at that. SPY up there. Come on market, here we go. At last, Nvidia's moving up. At last, Amazon's moving up again. I might actually be green on my portfolio again. I think I still am, but I know most of what I've got in my portfolio, I'm probably more red than I'm green at the moment. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla popped nicely. It's not quite broke out of the opening pre-market range, but testing it and probably will. So it's looking bullish at the moment. Is Tesla? Tesla 2.5% up on the day, which is like $5 by the way. So I'm going to say 2.5%, but that's $5. Take 1,000 shares if you can afford 1,000 shares, which is a lot. You probably need leverage for that, unless you've got a 7-figure account, 6-figure account. And this is why, when you get the stock market as a whole, it is moving well. You get mid and high caps move well. Look at that, Bank of New York Mellon. Just brought the pre-market highs along with the S&P 500 SPY ETF. So they're all moving up. I&M is now over $2, brings it into my territory. Pretty much a well, you needed to hold over $2 for it to be in my territory. 212 is the halt to the upside, halt level. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of watching it. Don't like that triple. That's a head and shoulders type move there. So you've got so you've got shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline here at $2. So that's looking like it's going to pull back a little bit. That's a 1-minute pattern. So maybe not. But I don't like these. As long as it needs to get back and make highs. I don't like this pattern here. It looks bearish. Looks like it's about to pull back. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. SPN. Have a look at Aspen. Aspen are not the best volume wise, but it is moving. So Aspen Aerogels. Just analyst reports that I can see, analyst ratings. That's all I'm seeing for Aspen. No catalyst as such. It's 21% up on the day. Well, they're all tricky there, Neith. They're all tricky. It did pull back. Let's go back to I&M. So it pulled all the way back. Pulled all the way down to 182. So that kind of reverse. I don't mind it now. If it breaks a new high, the candle with a new high now could be interesting because those down wicks show that there's buying pressure. So if it breaks a new high, then great. Otherwise, the new high would have to be over $2. Spotify pulling back towards the VWAP. RBRX is probably the top momentum stock at the moment. INM's not far behind it, but RBRX, Immunity Bio. Check out Immunity Bio, guys. It's moving up well. I'll see if what the catalyst is, if any. So RBRX is the ticker. Immunity Bio. It's below $2, so I'm not trading it unless it gets over that. But Immunity Bio announced a biological license application resubmission for N803 in BGC unresponsive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer carcinoma in situ. So there you go. Make of that what you will. That's what I'm reading it from sight reading. Not bad for a dyslexic person to be able to come out with that and say it all at the same time. So, but Immunity Bio moving up really well at the moment on the back of that catalyst. It's quite heavily shorted. There's about 28% shorted, so there is probably going to squeeze a few shorts, possibly 131 million flow. So it's not a micro flow, but it's not huge either. It's 131 million in the flow, of which 36 million is short. So decent catalyst. Not something I'm going to be trading below $2. And most of these companies are garbage companies. Let's put it into context. You don't want to be you don't want to get married to any of these sub $2 stocks at all. All right, okay, now we're looking at first 15-minute candle is coming to an end in a couple of minutes. Clean spark by the dip. Clean spark. I was looking at that earlier. I wasn't enamored with it. It's broke the pre-market range. It broke out of the pre-market range. Nice little pullback there. But it's right under the whole $1.05, and not only is it the whole $1.05, it's $5, which is a very significant psychological level. Just look at it on the daily. We've got historic resistance from August on the daily, historic support from the beginning of August on the daily, and the end of. Yeah, historic resistance from June. Around $5. So it's good. Clean spark just on the daily. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy for it to clean $5. I'll show that here. Why not? I'm looking at on my daily chart here. So you're looking at, look at the blue line is the pre-market high. So that's 493 is where we're at. You can see here that we've got $5 here. Sorry. $5 here. You can see how many times it's either been support or resistance. Very key level, $5. Give or take a couple of cents, but $5 very key. It rejected there, and there. Used its support here and briefly here, for then finally it rejected as resistance here. So it's going to struggle at $5. If it breaks over $5, then you've got $5.50 resistance here. So and here as well. So Interesting, but clean spark, not for me. Well, for the 15-minute scanner, I've just basically got it set to gainers, regular session, as it is right now. 15 minutes, minimum volume of 150k. I usually change that. Minimum price 2. That's it. That's all I've got there, Wonka. No, I would say the same thing. If you're a short seller, then you're going to be looking for the extended stock. So what I've seen stone cold is days that are good for the longs are also good for the shorts, because what you tend to find is that the longs and the shorts tend to trade in the exact same stocks, but they're looking for different patterns and different setups and trade them at different moments during the day. So if you're trading something that's going long, the shorts are looking at that stock for when it gets exhausted and starts to sell off at maybe after 10 a.m., after 11 a.m. or whatever it is, when it starts to sell off. Once it reaches its peak, the shorts are then looking for it to turn around and start selling. What shorts don't tend to do, from my experience, is look for, like, longs are looking for stocks that are moving up really well and looking for a continuation. Shorts aren't really looking for that, because what you find is at the open, if something's sold off hard, it's on the short sale restrictions list, which is one thing that makes it difficult to short it. It could be hard to borrow already. So if it's hard to borrow and on the short sale restrictions list, it's just obstacles you've got to overcome if you're a short seller. So if you're a day trader and your bias is shorting, you tend to be looking at the exact same stocks as people are looking for longs, but you're just looking at slightly different timing and you're looking for different patterns. That's all. That's my experience of the market as well. So when the market is you're not getting a lot of volatility. The range is poor on the stocks. Neither longs or shorts are making any money. It's the range, whether it's up or down, it's the range where we get the money. So at the open, shorts might be looking for something to drop, where we're looking for something to, gap up and move up and rally. We're looking at the same stocks. What's the scanner behind me, Stone Cold? This is my momentum scanner. So this here is basically my momentum scanner. This tells me what's moving, which direction it's moving, how much it's moving. So I based it on the last 15 minutes, how much it's moving, but I've also got the last half an hour and the last 60 minutes and the total. So this stock here, total change since yesterday's close price, full volume. Then the change over the last hour, the last 30, and then the momentum. Now, it could be gapping up, it could be moving down, but it also, I can see the pattern. Are we looking at a continuation? We've got good momentum. IBRX, all green across the board, so it's got good momentum. ASPN got good momentum. Whereas some of the other ones here, for example, we've got reds along the bottom. It's just looking for a bounce, so it might be red on the day, but then we've got some green moves here. So that's what this is. This is my momentum scanner. This momentum scanner is here. Then I've got my surging scanner here and my gap scanner here. It broke 5. It didn't hold it though. Nice one, Alistair. I'm going to have a look at Aspen because that's looking like... Okay. I'm not keen on... I mean, I think it's a weak catalyst. It's moving up. Moving up well. So, analyst insights or analyst ratings, not the strongest catalyst. 52, well, 51 plus change float, 51 million in the float, 10% short. It's not even good relative volume. So I'm thinking maybe I'll trade it, but do you know what? Maybe I won't. I don't need to trade something right now, so I'm not going to take a trade on something I don't need to trade. I like the pattern on. Okay, so Spotify. Overall, ascending support, looking to break above that 172, 173 level. What's the spreads on this now? 80 cents. 85 cents on the spreads. Spotify's moving well today after earnings this morning. AMC now looking to move up. Apes are in control. Testing 970. I think today's going to be a good day. Low price stock alert, low price stock alert. Ascent Solar Technology. ASTI is the ticker. It's kind of bouncing on the 20 EMA here. Not really doing much in terms of overall trend. It's the VWAP is kind of horizontal. The 20 is dissecting it though. So if this can break and hold 190, it probably will go up. I mean, it went up pre-market to something like 221, I think it was. Just eyeballing it there. It's got the potential to get back up there if it gets over $2. So if you look at the scanner behind me, you've got LRHC is down 14% on the day. The last hour it's down 16%, and over the last 30 minutes it's down 18%. So it's been selling off quite hard. But over the last 15 minutes it's bounced. So let's have a look at what that looks like on the chart. LRHC. There we go. There's no volume on it, but you see what I mean. It's a hard sell off and then it's bounced. So that's what it's looking like on the chart. Can't trade it, but recent IPO from beginning of this month. But you can't trade that. Another one that went crazy a few days ago, FBYD, on very low volume, is doing similar kind of things today. So Falcons Beyond, this one's something that went up to like $44, $45 or whatever it was there last week. I think it was early last week, and I think it barely $1 million, barely a million shares of volume on the day that it did that. So we're talking about AIRE going up from $20 odd up to over $500 yesterday on negligible volume. FBYD is another one of those. We've seen them before. This last 12 months, I've seen an increasing amount of these irregular SPAC mergers, stroke IPOs, stroke garbage stocks that nobody's ever heard of and probably never will again, that move up to ridiculous heights on next to no volume. Very risky, but hey, look, I've seen more and more. I'd never seen any of these up until HKD last year, but now I'm seeing more and more. And Huadi Air yesterday, for example, was that 3,000 shares of volume today. See, look at that today. That's the volume of this one today. There are 3,000 shares traded all day today. Just not at the races. Look at that. It's gone from 124 to 160 right now. It's halted since for the last. Probably will resume in about 2 minutes time because it's probably a 10-minute halt. Just nobody can trade that. Just garbage stocks. You know any YouTuber to watch tutorial how to do this, Foxy? What am I? Chopped liver? Goodness. Ultra, yes, I've just been talking about FBYD. It is moving, but it's on garbage volume. It's halted right now, so it'll probably resume. It should resume in 2 minutes. But it's just on. You can't trade this kind of. It's gambling, because what tends to happen is when this resumes, you'll see that the spreads are about $1.50, $2 or something like that. Something ridiculous on the spreads. And the range in relation to the spread is very risky. What you'll get is like a $2 average true range. At the moment, it's 75 cents on the average true range, and you're probably getting like a 60-cent spread, which you can't trade. If you've got to be managing your risk effectively, you can't trade that. You should not be trading that. So you're getting a lot. So people who was it said it's a good day for the longs today? Stone Cold, you said it was a good day for the longs today. Well, now the shorts are taking over. So everything seems to be pulling back a bit now. We're getting a lot more momentum to the downside. Momentous has just gone red on the day. DGHI, that's one moving up, but AUMN, these are the tops of the momentum stocks are now switching direction. But Foxy, do I know any YouTuber to watch a tutorial how to day trade? Really? There you go, Alistair. If only I knew somebody. Does anybody in the chat know where they can find a good, inexpensive day trading course that somebody can buy or register and take? Let me know. If anybody's got any ideas in the chat of where they can find a good, knowledgeable teacher for day trading or mentor for day trading, let me know in the chat. I'd appreciate that. Cheers all day. At least someone understands me. So yeah, CLSK. Cheers, Calvin. Where is that CLSK? So CLSK. It's over $5 again now. Clean spark. I've drunk all my water. Why am I so thirsty today? I don't know. Why does the sun take the moisture out of me? Well, it's better than me being at a loss there, Kevin. Cheers, Eunice. Actually, Josh is not too bad, Alistair. I've seen that that Josh Howard, and he does put out some decent content. It's not quite as good as that Tony blog that people keep talking about, but you know. Yeah, and that's why you're on my stream, Tina, instead of his. So my P&L isn't showing. It should be. Why is my P&L not showing? It's up there in the top left of your screen. I show my P&L every single day there, Chris. Yeah, I think Chris has just got his settings wrong. Showing to everybody bar him. He's probably only showing half his screen. I don't know what show you're watching there, Chris, but you're certainly not mine. No worries, Chris. I know what you say. Alice has got it right. You know, it's because you're not understanding it, right? When it's green, it means I've actually made some money. I know you're not used to seeing me do that this month. So, Chris, that's probably what it is. You're probably used to seeing the red up there this month. It's a nice, good green, solid green day so far today. Well, say so far. Get green, stay green, and I'm staying green. And I'm over goal, so I should, in theory, just get out. But I'm waiting. If there's any really nice setups, then why not? I'll take one. But I'm not seeing anything right now. No, it's all right. Like I say, I understand, Chris. It's seeing the green. That's not usually what's associated with my P&L. Usually, it's at least there's some red in there. That's the first one, isn't it, Rob? It's this month. Pre-market gains and not giving it back at the open. Well, to be fair, there wasn't any big momentum runners at the open. I mean, INM did run, but below $2, went into a halt, still below $2, and $2 is my floor. So Spotify moved up too quick. I would have taken it. So Spotify moved up at the open a little bit too quick, and I missed it. I couldn't get an entry. Then when he started to pull back, obviously he didn't make any new highs until we were down here. I'm like, no, I don't fancy it. So maybe it's now it's kind of buy the dip and ride it up time. It's not, and it's still looking strong, is Spotify. They did nothing at the open. Just the volume dried out. It shot up at 7 o'clock this morning when I traded it, and it did nothing at the open. Leanne is the top gapper on the day today, and since it gapped up again. So this gapped up at like just before 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's been selling off since. So FBYD, let's have a look. I'm definitely not trading it. It's still halted. Still halted. It's been halted for the last 10 minutes. I thought it was going to be a 5-minute halt. No, it's probably going to be 15 or 20. So it's still halted at 9:52, 9:53. So it's not resumed yet. I'm looking at a 21.24 resumption though. So just put that into context. It's $17.50 right now. It looks like it's going to gap up $5 based on well, at $5, $4. Gap up just under $4. So I'm not saying it is going to gap up under $4, but that's what the imbalance is showing me right now. And it's got a little bit of time before it does resume, so it may change. But at the moment, I'm seeing a $4 gap up. I have been caught in one of these before. One of my biggest trades before this year, it was a 60K trade that I was in, and I got caught in, and I think I was at 15 or 20,000 shares. Got caught in the uphold, and it gapped up $3, and that was a nice trade. Nice trade to have. So I've seen them gap up bigger at this kind of teenage into the teens into the 20s. So it looks like whoever's in FBYD, it looks as it stands right now that you're going to get a nice healthy resumption for you to take some profits and ride the rest up. So anybody that is in FBYD, shame on you, you're a degenerate gambler, but well done and good luck on that. Can I check Mara? Every day you check Mara. Is that in your long-term portfolio? Is it for you? If you don't know whether you're buying or selling the NASDAQ Kesha today, when it's currently up 2/3%, then you probably shouldn't be trading. Just saying. Not giving financial advice, just my opinion, just the opinions of a fat guy on the internet. But the NASDAQ's moving up healthily today, and I expected it to be a nice bullish week this week, simply because, and I'll come back to the NASDAQ in a moment, but Marathon Digital is moving up nice and healthily. It's currently up almost 20% on the day on the back of the Bitcoin pump. So Bitcoin went over $34. I've not looked at it in the last hour or so. I don't know where it is right now, but Bitcoin went up to over $34. On the back of this positivity talking about the BlackRock ETF, I don't think it's going to get approved. Not in the first round anyway. I think there's too much legal shenanigans going on with SBF and Binance and a whole bunch of others that it would be madness to approve a spot ETF at this moment in time, because the majority of the crypto market is money laundering right now, and it's coming out in the wash. So with all these court cases, a lot more secrets, a lot more heads will roll. Just mark my words on that. Am I a crypto bear? No, not really. I'm bullish on crypto in the long term. I just think I've taken all my money out of crypto. I was long-term bull on crypto for a long while, and then with all of this last year, all of the shenanigans with legal and various other dark seasons and nefarious activities, I've decided, okay, I'll wait for the dust to settle, and I don't care if I miss some of the move. I don't care. I think Bitcoin will come down to around 17,000 before it hits 40. That's for sure. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I'm not bothered. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. There you go, Alistair. There you go. Everybody, you can like the stream on both your phone and the laptop. There you go. 34,000. Yeah, absolutely. You see, I don't like this. I think I think it's going to get rejected, because you've got the $0.5 right above, and quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels. I don't like this pump here. I think this is going to get found out, that maybe even break the VWAP. I'll be surprised if it goes much higher than 250. I don't like this at all. I think we'll probably find it comes back again. Saying this has been selling off since 7 this morning. So now NASDAQ. No, it's not already approved there, El Puno. That was the rumors last week of approval. They just negated to appeal the some of the results. Let me just have a quick look at Bitcoin on the chart here. So 34,400 right now, that's the spot rate. Bitcoin shorts worth 170 million liquidated. Crypto rally. Made a crypto rally. Kathy Woods ARK Invest sells Coinbase. There you go. Grayscale. That's what the SEC didn't. They didn't appeal the Grayscale decision. I'm not seeing an approval. I'm seeing rumors of a potential approval. That was yesterday. I'm not seeing anything saying it is. Somebody, crypto scams surge amid Israel-Hamas war. Well, there you go. What's the surprise? So Peter Schiff is predicting a sell-off. Yeah, okay. So I'm not seeing any news of it actually have been approved. Rumors last Monday, fake news, false rumors of Bitcoin getting approved last week. So I am halted to the downside. Well, right, okay, Leanne now looking interesting. Breaking high of day. Breaking high of session rather than high of day. We can take pre-market into account for high of day, but high of session. Top momentum stock, top gapper. Top mover over the last 15 minutes. Well, what's the ticker there, El Puno? Because if they have a ticker, I'll put it up on screen. I'll tell you it won't work. But it's no, they might be looking to launch under a particular ticker, but it's not been approved yet. Not as far as I know. If anybody can correct me on that, like, I'm just a fat guy on the internet. I'm not a Wall Street analyst. But as far as I'm aware, as far as I can see, there is no Bitcoin ETF as of yet from BlackRock. BlackRock do not have an approved Bitcoin ETF, spot Bitcoin ETF or Bitcoin spotty, whatever, a spot Bitcoin ETF. So let me know. FBYD, let's have a look at that nonsense. Just for so there we go, resumption. Gapped up, popped up, sell off. Let's have a look. The spreads are currently $1 a piece. $1 a piece with the average true range $1.67. So you're not getting the ratios there. You're not getting at least 2 to 1 on the ATR versus the on the 1 minute, as it were. The ATR on a 1 minute is not. It needs to be at least 2x the spread, and it's not. So you're getting over $1 on the spreads and only $1.67 on the ATR. So it's still not at that level. What you've got, good volatility. You're not getting great volume. And the risk that you've got in the trade, think of it this way. When you look at the average true range, you're looking at the volatility, how much it's likely to move per candle depending on what time frame you're looking at. So you've got to factor that in. If it's going to pull back on this candle before it then moves up again, how much could it pull back on average? So you take your ATR as a good indicator for that and say, okay, well, I'll risk one ATR, which is 167 cents. Then you've got the spread on top of that, which is another dollar. So then you're risking $2.50, $2.80, between $2, call it $2.75. So you're risking $2.75 before you even enter. You've got a risk in mind of $2.75. Are you going to make $5? You're thinking a 2-to-1 ratio. Is it going to move up $5? Is it going to move up enough for you to get a comfortable profit on it? The answer is it probably could, but it's going to swing up quite a bit both ways before it actually does. So if you got in there on resumption, for example, if you got in there at $23 where it resumed, you're now needing it to go up to 28, at which point it's come down to 20. So it's too risky. So there's an order for the SEC to review it again. Okay, no time for approvals were given. There you go. So I said there's not going to be any approvals before this side of Christmas. In the new year maybe, but not this side of Christmas. And we know what the SEC is like. When they're told to review something, they're lying to themselves. Yeah, we'll get round to it eventually. I mean, they brought a case against Ripple that was, frivolous at best. Well, if it moves up here, if you look at this on the higher time frame, forget the 1 minute for a second. Hold it. Look at it on the higher time frame. Got a swing low, opening swing low. Then we've got this one here. So just drawing those swing lows, we're not breaking a new low on the swing low. So if you look at the higher time frame, maybe look at the 15 minute, and then you've got. Get rid of that. 15-minute time frame. It's breaking a new low just slightly, but if it pops up and then breaks up there, you've potentially got a narrowing flag here and a narrowing triangle formation since the open, and that can go one way or the other. Higher time frame, and with these mega cap stocks, you're better off looking at the higher time frames. The market as a whole is. It's up, but it's sideways. You look at the S&P 500. It's up, but it's sideways. It's choppy and sideways. Look at the VWAP. It's almost horizontal for the last hour. Certainly the last 45 minutes, it's almost horizontal. So it's up, but it's sideways. So if the market's up and sideways, then Nvidia is pretty much sideways at break even. I need Nvidia to be bullish. I mean, it's still $1 billion company. What you're forgetting here, if you look at where Nvidia was just in May. Nvidia was a $300 a share back in May, and it's now 430 ish, just under 430. So it's $1 billion company. Since June, it's been $1 billion. Well, no, maybe. Yeah, since June, it's a $1 billion company. That was the first time it went up there. Yeah, trillion. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mark. My bad. Trillion, you're absolutely right. It's not listed on the NASDAQ or the NYSE there, who knows, so There you go. It's not been approved yet. Apparently, it's been asked to be approved, but it's not approved yet. And you can count how many companies are worth $1 trillion on your fingers. So I'm not doing much trading today. I'm actually enjoying today. Relaxed being overgone. It's looking good because now we're getting up to the key levels of like $3, $2.75, and then $3. But $2.75, we're getting a bit of a double top here at 270, but 275 is a psychological level. It's looking a lot stronger than it was half an hour ago. That's for sure. I didn't like this move up. It was quite extended up there, kind of at 250, whatever. But you get a nice golden cross down here at 225. Move up. It's still up there as bullish. 275. Over $3 is very realistic. 320 possible. $4 where it got stopped out this morning. It could, but I think that's ambitious. 316 is the halt level to the upside right now. But one thing I would say is if we continue to get good, consistent volume, 500,000 shares a minute, then there's no reason why this can't get over $3 and hold, and maybe even 350. Iris Energy. I didn't see Iris Energy on any of the scanners at all. Let's have a look. That's kind of slipped under the radar. Yeah, I didn't see that on any of the momentum scanners. It just moved up 40 cents, I guess. Big gap up. 40 cents spurt really out of the open. So it's a gradual slow burner, so yeah, that's why 4.5 cents on the ATR, so that's why I'm not seeing it hitting the scanners in terms of momentum. But yeah, that $0.75 area, that $0.75, 275. It went up to 262 is the high of that candle, so 278 it went up to. So that $0.75 area proved to be a little bit difficult for it to hold. It needs to mount another surge and go again. Right. Anything you want me to take a look at? I've not seen anything setting up for me to since the bell. To be fair, I mean, yeah, I probably could have got in here at 255 on this pullback. Would have been nice. Looking at it from this point of view here on maybe the 2-minute time frame. This nice little pullback here. Get back in here at kind of 256, 257 for this move up. That would have been a nice entry. Never like this anywhere on this move up. But that would have been a nice entry there around 255, 256. So again, the problem with that though is you're getting a little bit of a high there. But yeah, I would say around here, somewhere around here, you've got to move up. Nice clear breakout. Maybe get 10 cents on that if you're getting it to 260. Break of the 200 EMA maybe. I don't know. it's always great to trade in hindsight when the pattern's already there and you can see it, but I'm not, I just wasn't liking it on the way up past the VWAP. But now it's over the VWAP, it just pulled back, pretty much bounced on the VWAP and moved up, so that's another healthy sign, kind of a VWAP bounce there. Now that big pullback, it needs to take and hold the $0.75 for me. Well, it's not me, it's Bitcoin. I mean, there's a few people, a few analysts and experts that know a lot more than I do are saying that it's a false rally. So what do I know? I just know what I see, and the evidence to me is there's a lot of shenanigans and a lot of fairy dust in the crypto space. You look at the market capitalization in crypto, it's not really moved that much. The overall market cap in the crypto market has not really moved much at all year. Been pretty stagnant. And there's an app you can get, CoinCap. Coin market cap. Is that let me just pull this up here. Cryptocurrencies. It's got them all here. That's not it. By market cap. There's cryptocurrency prices by market cap. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the full market cap. All right, and here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull this one across so you can actually see it. This is what I'm talking about with, this is the total crypto market cap, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Let's pull this up here so that you can. Okay, so this is over the last while. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This year, market cap not really moved at all. It's pretty flat. During 2021, we had a huge increase in market cap. That basically meant that there's more money coming into the market, into crypto. Then the pullback, 2022. The end of 2021, 22. Then we had the bear market. The bear market came in, started seeing sell-off, a couple of bit of consolidation, then another drop, more drop, and then since the middle of last year, we've just been pretty much horizontal. There's been no new money coming into the crypto space since the middle of last year. So that's what I'm saying. When you get into a bull market, you'll see this. A bull market, you'll see this increase in market, people investing in the market. This is what a bull market should look like. It's the market capital. What you're getting with this, regardless of how Bitcoin performs, Bitcoin will move up, it'll move down, it'll move up, it'll move down. And all that's happening is people are moving from the shit coins into Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin into the shit coins. And, you know, it's all just musical chairs. The bums on same bums on different seats. The money is exactly the same. There's no fresh money gone into the crypto space in over a year. It's pretty much flat. So yeah, I mean, when I see the overall market cap of the crypto space moving up and Bitcoin moving up at the same time, that's when I'll get back into crypto. Until that time, I'm out. I hope that makes sense. It made sense to me. And that's me talking crypto on a equities trading channel. There you go. Spotify been sideways since we traded it, since it popped up at the open. The S&P 500 breaking new highs up here, 424.40s. So that's the SPY, 424.40s. Nice, good green day so far. But let's face it, yesterday it topped out at 424.45. So the high of day at the moment is 424.48. So we've just pipped yesterday's the peak of yesterday's price action. Yesterday we topped out at 424.45. So we needed this to break 424.50 on the SPY today. Lian is breaking new highs as well. Where's mine? It's not working properly. There you go. Lian Bio. New high of day on the NASDAQ 100, on the SP 500. We're over $3. Now I'm going to be interested. I want to see a pullback to $3 of support, and then I'll get in on the next high. There's the pullback. Current high is 315. It's a new high. So yeah, current high of day 320. I'm in at 316. And we get up to $4 today on the end. I don't know. Been up to there. We got stopped at $4 pre-market when its initial pop. I don't think it'll get up there again. Pulled all the way back below $2. Beyond bio. Why is it moving? Partnership with BMS. BMS are one of the big bioscience mega companies. Cheers, Puno. That's why it's pulling back. You're in at 316 as well. Well done, buddy. Oh, if it breaks $3, I'll be getting there. Well, we all thought the same thing. $3 key level. Wait for a pullback. We got a nice little micro pullback. Then the move up. Went up and tapped 320. So now I'll be getting out at 3. And 9 EMA is actually just under 3. You might be waiting a while for that one, Bruno. Oh, if I can get 325 on the bid, I'll be a happy bunny. But 325 on the ask. I'm looking for 325 on the bid. There you go. I was like, sorry, I had an itchy toe whilst I was doing that. So I just put a trailing stop in place. For now. Well, it pulled back a little bit more than I wanted it to, so I got my 10 cents out of it. Nothing else moving well enough to warrant an entry. This is probably the best momentum stock at the moment. It's Lian Bio. It's a decent catalyst. It's not a brilliant catalyst. I think I&M had a better catalyst, but it's a decent enough catalyst. That was a poor fill. Good stuff by the dip. Good stuff, buddy. Love seeing you green, buddy. Love seeing you green. Gotta be happy with it. Buying that 9 EMA again, just the way it's been bouncing off the 9, I can always get out for a small loss. I've got a cushion on the day, I can afford it. The way it's been bouncing on the 9 EMA, I may well do that, Stone Cold. It's a big earnings day. It is a big earnings day today. We've got a lot of big name coffee table names there that are coffee table names there that have dropping, they're printing their earnings this evening after hours. Do I really want to risk having such a good day and then giving it back in after hours? Probably not. So I'll weigh up how I'm feeling. It was looking kind of extended on the 5 minutes. The pullback was kind of normal. I thought we might get a little bit more though, but still mine. 302, last 5 minute candle low. So first 5 minute candle to break a low, and that's me gone. Like to close this 5 minute candle here with a current low of 303. Who is? Why would I be giving it all back? I'm 11k up. I've got 1600 unrealized. There we go. Broke a new 5 minute low. Forget it. I'm not giving it all back at all. What are you talking about? Well, there you go. By the dip. That's a great strategy. You take 5 to 10 cents on each trade. You take 3 to 5 trades. Depending on your share size, you can actually make a good living there. Ah, right, okay. Robin, I don't, did I misunderstand? Look, it's not really. I mean, when I first got in here, you had the setup, the breakout here. I said $3 was my cutoff with it. So I got in for the breakout over $3 actually, but I put $3 as my cutoff, and it's broke $3, so that's the cutoff. Just because we got in for the move up, it doesn't always go your way. Not every trade is going to go your way, Govern, quite simply. And you can afford to take a little bit of a bigger risk, a bit of a, calculated risk. If you've got a nice cushion on the day. I'm over goal, I'm staying over goal, and like my nice solid green day in the bag. I don't have to worry about, I can give it, I had 10,000 shares in there, so giving it 20 cents is, if I had 200 shares and I was giving it 20 cents, nobody will be batting an eyelid. If I had 1,000 shares and I gave it 20 cents, I'd be risking $200. You know what I mean? I had 10,000 shares and I gave it 20 cents. So you've got to put it into perspective. I'm using bigger share size, so I'm potentially have bigger losses, but also potentially bigger gains. If you have a smaller account, you might as well take 500 shares and 20 cents is $100. In which case, you're not rocking the bank, but you're not going to, your bank manager's not going to be asking you to marry his daughter either if it goes your way with 500 shares. You have to trade to make gains, absolutely. So I had 10k before I got in. So what? So what? It's fairy dust. It's a fugazi, Robin. It's until you take it out. It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi. It's not there. The day's not over till it's over. Absolutely. That's exactly right, Flipjug. Exactly right. So for every 3 trades, I've taken 3 trades today. My statistical average across the year, across my career, full stop, actually, across my career in trading, my statistical average is 67%. So it's like every 2 trades that go in my favor, I take 1 that loses. So statistically, yes, I could have said that in that mindset, I made 2 winning trades today. The next one's going to go against me. And statistically, that would have been right. It is right now. So, but also, I could have got in that and it could have gone up to $4. Pre-market high of $4. And if I hadn't gone into $4, you'd all be saying, Tony, well done, great stuff. You've got to understand, this is the difference between a losing mentality and a winning mentality. A losing mentality is you're afraid of losing. A winning mentality is knowing that a loss is expected at some stage. You've just got to protect it. You've got to protect your equity as best you can, but you know you're going to make a loss. Whether it's on a trade or on a day or on a week or on a month. Up until yesterday, I was losing on the month. I was red on the month. So the fact that across the course of the year, 7 figures, I can't be doing too much wrong. Absolutely, Joshua. Just saying, it's not just Google after the bell. You've got Microsoft after the bell, Snapchat, Visa, Teladoc. There's so many coming after the. We had some big ones this morning already, but some proper names this evening. Absolutely. VZ. Making highs, breaking highs. Verizon had earnings earlier today, I believe. $7 the earnings came out. It had a good pump. So earnings this morning. Yeah, adjusted EPS beat, sales beat. Looking across the board here, a good earnings report this morning from Verizon. Good outlook. So Verizon currently up 8%. It's not bad for a $30 stock. $31 before today. It's moved up $3 across the course of the day, pre-market included. So Verizon having a good moment. It's not hugely volatile. I mean, we're looking at what, 6% on the ATR. Oh, sorry, 6 cent, not 6%. 6 cent on the ATR. 6% on the ATR is a completely different thing. But 6 cents on the ATR. So it's not particularly volatile, but that's moving up quite steadily across the course of the day. As you can see, the earnings dropped at 7 a.m. That's when it spiked up here. And now that I can actually trade before 7 o'clock, pre-market earnings were usually a no-go for me because I couldn't trade up until 7:30. Now I can trade whatever time pre-market. I can actually trade these earnings, big earnings announcements pre-market. I can trade those again next. Well, and that's to be expected, Robin. You know, unfortunately, you take a trade and it's a losing trade. Yeah, absolutely. That's to be expected. You're going to take losing trades. Now, I could have got out of that one at 310 as it pulled back. I could have made it a lot loss, but because I had the cushion, I could have got out of that for a much lower loss, a much smaller loss. So instead of $2,000 loss, I could have got out for like a $500 loss or a $750 loss. And the way I would have done that is I wouldn't have gone in as big. I wouldn't have gone in with 10,000 shares. The only reason I went in as big is because I had the cushion on the trade. I had the cushion on the day. So when you've got a little bit more in behind, you can afford to take a bigger risk. Cheers, Ian. I appreciate that. Here's a tissue. I'll send the fiver in the poll. No worries, Alistair. Catch you tomorrow, buddy. If I'm trading, I don't know if I'm streaming live, but if I'm trading, I'll be in the Discord for earnings. So I might see you for earnings later tonight. We'll see. I'll be wrapping up the live stream in about 5 minutes. If why is Is Shift Pixie $7 now? Has it done another reverse split? Yeah, I must have missed that last week. So Shift Pixie did a reverse split on the 16th. I thought it was Shift Pixie was down at like $1 or something, 50 cents or whatever it was, 70 cents. Did a reverse stock split last week, Shift Pixie. So look at this on the 60-minute. Let's see. So on the 16th, which was what, last Friday, was it? Oh, maybe not. Week before last. But I because it sold off pretty much straight away, I didn't even notice Shift Pixie had done a reverse split. But again, it's one of these stocks that it's notorious for doing it. It's garbage. Top shipping, Shift Pixie. That's how they make the money. They're not making any money through the regular business. So what they do is they will do a reverse stock split when they're down at like literal pennies. Then they'll have a news announcement at some stage to pump the price, and then they'll do another market offering at that price, which gives them back the kind of the floor size that they had before this reverse stock split. Only they managed to get a few more coins into the bank, screwing over their investors, screwing over the stockholders. But who cares? They can pay the bills. So a lot of these garbage companies, that's what they do on a kind of quarterly or semesterly basis. They're either doing a reverse stock split to stay compliant, or they're doing a market offering to bring some money in so they can pay the bills. Horrible companies. I wouldn't invest in any of them long term, but sometimes they have that one day before they hit the market offering, they have that one day, they've got a shelf of registration, so it makes it a bit more dangerous, a bit more exciting. But they'll have one day in the sunshine where they'll move up to kind of 30, 40, 50%, and you can actually make some money on them. No, Rob, don't take it the wrong way, Rob. And if we're all busting your chops, it's just a bit of banter, mate. Just a bit of banter. We're all busting your chops. Just if you see something, or if you don't agree with something that I do, then fine, call it out. Because I'm not, like I say, I'm not Magic Mike or anything like that. Although Alistair thinks I look like him. So if you don't understand what I've done or why I've done it, then by all means ask the question. If you see, and I do still make mistakes, of course I do, and I know when I've made mistakes. Sometimes I'll take a revenge trade because emotions get the better of me. Sometimes I'll take a boredom trade because I'm bloody bored. I'll take a FOMO trade and FOMO into a trade that's too extended because I succumb to emotions the same as everybody. And the difference being is I recognize straight away as soon as I've done it that I've done it, and I call myself out on it. And if I have a losing day, I always go back and look at my trades and say, okay, why did I get into it? Was I right to get into it? Did it just go against me? Was it just a bad luck day, or was it a bad trading day? And I would say 75% of the times that I lose on the day, it was bad trading day, not bad luck. It's my own, through my own fault of not following my rules is why I've gone red on the day and finished red on the day. And then just by tightening up the discipline and tightening up on the rules, you can either get green on the day, or the following day you can put those errors to bed. Now, this month I've had a little bit of both, where I've taken some entries that I agree with that have not gone in my way. I might have gone in a little bit too big, been a bit too greedy, or put my position a little bit too early as a loser, or whatever it is. But up until yesterday, October was a losing month for me. Now I'm 10k in the green on October, 11k in the green on October. I think it was 3k up after yesterday. I I can't say it's all sunshine and roses as a day trader. It's not. You know, not every day is going to be, not every trade is going to go your way. Not every day is going to be a green one. You just got to keep your green days, your red days small, your green days maximize the hell out of them, and hopefully, in the long run, you'll be a profitable trader, and the incremental gains that you make are what grow your account. Big days are great when they arrive, and I've had more than my fair share of them. And I would say that when I've had a good green day, the people around me tend to have good green days as well. And that's not because of me telling them what to do. It's because they are learning from me and they're learning some of the strategies that I have, so they're following that kind of direction and trading the same stocks in a similar way that I would, so that when we do get a stock goes parabolic, we all know how to trade a parabolic moving stock. We all know how to minimize our risk by using trailing stocks, by using taking profits before we get caught in a halt, all this kind of stuff. And it's, I just like being able to give a little bit back and help other people get profitable as well. Well, I'm talking of helping other people get profitable. There's not a lot moving upwards right now, to be fair. So let's have a quick look at where we actually are, because I just want to share this. I want to share this with you. Oh, by the way, okay, guys, before I go on to the statistics and the trade journal and the track where we're actually at, let me just pull this out here. Okay, so what you're seeing here is my laptop. This is what I'm looking at right now. I've got 4 screens in front of me. The one to my right is what I'm using, the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream and the TikTok stream, all the streaming stuff that I've got, and the chat stuff is all on my right. On my left-hand side, I've got my screen, which has got my watch list. I've got 8 little charts there, different tickers that are going, including the SPY. I always have the SPY open. I always have the S&P. I always have the market open. It tells me which way the market's going, when it's pulling back, and when it's pushing up. And then I've got 7 other tickers there as well. Then I've got my trading screen right in front of me. I've got my montage, I've got my time and sales, I've got a watch list there, I've got my P&L, I've got my trade log, I've got my orders, I've got the 1, 2, 5 and 60-minute chart and the daily chart, or of whatever chart, whatever stock I'm trading. So that's what I've got in front of me. But on my laptop, this is what I've got in front of me. So this is my laptop. I've got my, this is Benzinga. This is Benzinga Pro. It's a great platform for, if you're not using Benzinga Pro, using a free service like Finviz or, you know, Yahoo Finance or any other ones. You know, I get it. It's free. If you can't afford, you know, $100 a month or whatever it is, $150 a month, or after the discount, so it's about $120 a month after the discount. If you can't afford that for your scanners and your alerts, then I get it. You know, you're just learning. You're a beginner trader. That's understandable. But if you become a more seasoned trader, you will want to have a trade ideas or a Benzinga, and I prefer Benzinga. I partner with Benzinga as well. That doesn't influence my judgment. The reason I recommend them is because I use them. So this is Benzinga. Now I've got 3 widgets open. These are my 3 widgets. I've got, this is my gap scanner. It tells me what's moved the most intraday. So based on the previous day's closing price, what's moved the most intraday. I've got the ticker, I've got the price, I've got the change since the previous day's close, the volume that it's moved up on, the name of the company, and the average volume over the last 100 days. So quite quickly, I can look at what's the relative volume. Are we up on high relative volume? How much are we up? Etc. etc. So that's my gap scanner. This is my surging scanner. It tells me what's moving up and by how much over the last 15 minutes. Then I've got my momentum scanner here. Momentum tells me what's moving in which direction. I've got 15 minutes, how much it's moved over 15 minutes, how much it's moved over 30, 60, and of course the whole intraday. It tells me on what volume it's moved today. So is it a low volume mover, etc. The ticker, the price, etc., etc., etc. Down here, I've got signals, alerts. So I've got price spikes, I've got volatility halts, I've got day high series, and I've got rolling news. Rolling news ticker here. So if something comes out, then it pops up here. I can quite quickly. So any of these stocks here. So for example, Leanne here, I can just quite quickly click on the ticker, and it opens up a window, and it pops out a little window, and then it resolves, and everything's in front of me. This is a summary chart here, so quite quickly I can just extend the window like this. And I've got a summary of everything that I actually need here. Okay, quick overview. So I've got a line chart here. I can switch that across. I can go actually get the trading view chart. So the Benzinga work with trading view. This is the trading view chart. I can actually look at it on whatever time frame I want to look at it. This is the chart that you'll see in trading view. If you've got trading view, if you subscribe to trading view, if you subscribe to trading view and you're not subscribed to Benzinga, kick off your trading view and spend the money on Benzinga. You'll get a lot more for your bang for your buck, trust me. So this is trading view in Benzinga, okay? And you can still draw all the different like trend lines and stuff here. So if I want to draw an arrow, I can draw an arrow on the chart there. See, whatever I want to do, I can get rid of that again. Delete that the same way as I would in trading view. Just whatever I want to do. Trend lines, indices, whatever indicators, whatever I want to put on there, I can put it on there. But go back to the overview. So when it pulls up the overview, straight away I can look at why is it moving up. So Lian Bio, right there in front of me, Lian Bio shares are trading higher after the company entered an agreement with BMS for mavacamten in China and other Asian markets. So legitimate catalyst. Okay, well, what's the average volume? What's the volume, session volume today? I can see the relative volume is huge. Okay, what's the float size? 44.5 million. Not really shorting, not much of a short interest on it. So good catalyst, good technicals. I can even look at who the peers are. I can look at the last earnings and balance sheet. I can look at whether it's institutional ownership or insider ownership, who they are, what they do. I can even look at like SEC filings. I love this one. You can look at their SEC filings, and you can see when was the last thing that they did. So there's SEC. You can actually look at what they sent to the SEC. It's literally there, what's been posted to the SEC via Edgar, and you can actually read it there in Benzinga. It's fantastic too. So this is Benzinga Pro. It's a great tool. I recommend it to anybody. The link's there in the bio. If you're watching on TikTok, the link's there in the bio. Go to the link tree. And you'll find it. And if you want to go to the link tree, this is what the link tree looks like. So link tree, the TikTok trader, and these are all the links you'll find. I mean, you've got all my socials here. Email me directly. If you want to email me directly, you can do. There's Facebook group there. There's Twitter. Message me on Twitter, Instagram. I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, I stream on TikTok, so go and subscribe to all those channels. Someone was talking about they need a t-shirt with, fat guy on the internet or various other things on there. There is, I don't know why it's not got my items there, but it should do. So Day Trade with Tony, check out the store. I don't know why it's not showing up there, but I will double check that. Where's all my items? I'll double check that. So that's the Etsy store. If you want to learn how to trade, some people saying earlier on, was it TikTok or YouTube or wherever, does anybody know any tutorials how to trade? Well, come and join me. I've got a bang full of tutorials for you, and here's what you'll learn. Here's my face, testimonials of people who've taken the course that I put together for you. Here's a full curriculum. And if you're not sure, then don't take my word for it. Ed will tell you straight away. His the horse's mouth, as it were. $150 a month starting plan. That's a monthly subscription. You could get through the course in a week if you want to. I'll give you your money back if you don't. If you're not happy with it, I'll give you your money back. It's that simple. Just let me know within the first week or so. I'm not here to say that look, I'm going to make you profitable, because I'm not. I can't. It's not up to me. Only you can be profitable. Okay. I can give you the tools, I can give you the knowledge, but I can't make you profitable. It's up to you to be disciplined enough and stick to the strategies and use the knowledge that I can teach you to be profitable, okay? And it's going to take you longer, trust me, it's going to take you longer than a month to absorb and then put into practice. So my recommendation is go at least 3 months or more. But if you're unsure, go get a free class on YouTube. If you go to my on this, you can take you straight to the YouTube tutorial here, and you can watch this one. So, Chapter 1, Day Trade with Tony, Introduction to Trading. Just have a look at that one on the channel. It's in the Learn to Day Trade playlist. So, Introduction to Day Trading. I've not had any complaints on it yet, and nobody's kind of told me off. So if you want to learn to trade, check that out. What else was I looking at here? Capital Markets Elite Group, that's who I partner with, that's who I use, that's who I recommend. Up to 6 times leverage in terms of the margin on a margin account. One of the best selections of shorts, so you're not having to pay for locates every time. And no PBT rule, which is great. If a lot of brokers will they expect you to have a minimum of 25k before they'll allow you to day trade, because otherwise they hit you with the PBT rule. TraderView. So Dash Trader is the platform. If you wonder what the platform is, TraderView is the platform. Okay. So Dash Trader platform. TradingView, it's a great learning tool, it's a great charting tool, but I'm using TradingView now. It's integrated into Benzinga. It's also integrated into my TraderView. So if I look at TraderView here, I can very, very quickly, if I go into one of the trades, it shows, and I showed it on the day trade recap yesterday. It shows it on TradingView chart. So that's another integration on TradingView. So right now we've got calendar. When you're ready, this is TraderView. This is what I log my trades on a daily basis, and I review them on a daily basis. I did, let's say, just over $1,000 yesterday, which got me over the threshold that I needed to get it over, which is what? It took me out of drawdown. So now, whilst I'm profitable now, so I'm averaging $200 a day, which is what, for most people, that's actually great. $200 a day is great, because that's $1,000 a week, it's, etc. But $3,000 on October. In reality terms, I'm actually not making money in October after fees and charges and stuff. But you can see, in terms of the put-through win-loss expectation, you can see now that my cumulative drawdown, I don't have one. So I was $170. Now I don't have a drawdown because I'm $3,000, just over $3,000 in profit. So I'm green on the month of October, just barely, in terms of growth numbers. But if I look at the year to date, and why yesterday was a monumental day for me, is that I got over the seven-figure number net yesterday. So back up, not quite 1.2 yet. So I need to be at 1. I don't need to be. My goal is 1.2 by the end of October. So we've got another five trading days left in October. So after today, I've got another 8k to add on to this. So 8.5k to add on to this, which will put me up on 119, so I'm about 11k away. I should get over 1.2 this week. All things being equal, I should be over 1.2 this week growth. Before I started today, I was $8 over $1 million on the year. So yeah, good year, all right. It took me 12 months to get to that number, but by the way, I have been over the 7-figure barrier already this year, but I gave it back. So that's the key now, is not to give it back. I have been over the 7-figure barrier. It's staying there that's important, and I need to stay there if I'm going to get over that 1.2 growth for the month of October, if I'm going to have a chance of hitting that 1.2 target net for the year. The 1.5 growth is the goal for the year. So let's see how we get on. What else do I have to show you here? Overall, so going back to what Flipjug was saying, 67% of my trades are winning trades. So for every 3 trades I take, one of them's a loser. So I expect that. So I don't get upset when that's the case. Over the course of the year, carry ratio is really good. My risk to reward is the K ratio. It's a measure of risk versus reward. If I put that back on the month though, October, and it's absolutely shocking because I've lost a lot more than I've gained in some cases. So my K ratio, a good K ratio is 2.0. Anything above that is fantastic. In October, I'm 0.5. Overall, I'm 4. So I've got a very good K ratio in terms of risk reward. But in October, it's abysmal. It absolutely is. I'm barely profitable. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I am in terms of the year, in terms of the month, in terms of let's get back to the charts, and there we go. So I'm going to lock it down. Nothing breaking out right now as far as I can see. So I'm going to lock it down, and I will see you all tomorrow. If I'm trading, if you're not subscribed to the channel right now, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. The reason I'm saying that is if I do decide to get up early in the morning to trade the earnings today, then you'll get a notification bell if I'm going live. So just hit that notification bell and you get notified every time I go live. So whether that be 8:30 every morning, every weekday morning when I'm streaming live like this, or whether I do an impromptu live for earnings or for power hour or whatever. So I will be going to bed a little bit later. I've got a bit of a bad back, so I might not get up. I'm over goal. And you know the motto, get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. I'm over goal, so I may just as well get out. And we'll see. If I come back for earnings, I'll let you know. I may, if you're not in the Day Trade with Tony community, I'll be in the Discord. I'll definitely be in the Discord if I'm coming back for earnings. I may not be streaming live, but I'll definitely be in the Discord if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community. If you want to know how to get access to the Discord, anybody that signs up and takes the Day Trade with Tony education course gets access to the Discord. But also, if you become a member on YouTube, you can also get access to the Discord, private Discord trading community. It's a private community. I don't just let any riffraff in there for obvious reasons. We only want people who are interested in trading. We've got an active trading group there now, so that's the way you can get in, the either membership on YouTube or via the Day Trade with Tony education platform. So yeah, so those of you that are one or the other, I'll be in the Discord if I'm trading the earnings later, and I hope to see you there. In the meantime, the rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 sharp. Don't be late.